Alright guys, it's Monk here. Today I'm going to be doing a not a very long tutorial, but longer than I would do, on modelling and sort of a little bit of editing. Um, for this tutorial you'll need Cinema4D and Photoshop. Photoshop is not, you don't need it, but it's going to be used to help make things better. Now just a little thing, my channel has now been enabled for uploads longer than 15 minutes. So if there's any tutorials you want, in-depth tutorials, I'm going to be starting a series called In-Depth. If there's any tutorials you want to see that might take quite a while and you want them going into detail, make sure you tell me and I will do them, because I'm getting quite experienced with Cinema4D and Photoshop now, so I can pretty much do most things that people ask me to. So yeah. Anyway, may as well get on with the tutorial. It's gonna take a while, so we'll have to get cracking. So just go do the normal render settings. I'm not going to go too much into depth because I tell you about them every time, and you're getting bored of it a bit. So yeah, I'm not going to edit too much of the render settings for now. So yeah, right, okay. So today we're going to be rendering, sorry about that. I just need to take a drink. We're going to be modelling one of these things here. Are made in VS3's speed art. So go back to Cinema4D, and basically what you need is a cylinder, and you can leave it that size. I'm going to do that for now because I can't really be bothered to change the dimensions. And then we're going to need a tube. Now, if we notice that the tube is exactly the right, the inner radius is 50, which is the outer radius of that. If you've changed the outer radius of that, you'll need to change the inner radius of this. But for now, we need to put the outer radius right down. And let's just go down and obviously change the height. Something around there. And I'm going to fillet it just because I feel like it. And as you can see, nothing too exciting, but in fact I'm going to change the height of this because I'll need to do some slings for it. So I'll need to basically have it off the screen like that and have it coming in like that. Right, and then what you need to do, because you don't want just one tube and you can't be bothered to copy and paste, go over here, no sorry, what am I doing? MoGraph and Cloner. If you're in Cinema4D R11, it will be somewhere lower down. And drag the tube into the cloner object. And as you can see, oops, no, cloner. As you can see, you've got 3. Now, if you'll obviously want more, so you can put the count right up. And if you move it up and down now, there's loads. Obviously, we don't need that many. So just place it as you like. I'm going to place it like that. And that'll do. Okay, now then, you want to highlight that and press Alt-G to group it. Put it up like that. Okay, so that's the first part of the tutorial, or model, whatever you want to call it. The next part we're going to be, I don't think we're going to do it exactly like this. I'm going to maybe change a few things, just to mix things up. And because I don't have the time, because this took me quite a while to do, because I was basically learning how to do it at the time. But we're going to want to make another cylinder. This time you want the height about there, and the radius yeah, we'll do it similar style. So if we just move it up, now you can obviously make it more accurate, use your views, but I can't be bothered, so yeah. Right, so you've got that. I know it doesn't look much like what we did, but oh well, we'll live. And now for the next part, we're going to want to make these bits here. They're at the bottom. So yeah, obviously all you have to do, it's a bit obvious, but all you have to do is make another cylinder. Take the height down. And have it like that. Sorry about that. Just got a little bit of a sore throat, guys, so sorry if I sound a bit off. I'm going to put the radius up on that, like that. And actually, I'm going to add a fillet. Or fillet, or whatever you want to call it. Just a little one. Nah, that doesn't look too good. We want to put the segments up and the radius down, like that. That's better. Right. So, we've got these. I'm going to move that up a bit so it looks a bit better. About there should do. Okay, so we've got that bit. Now we want to make these bits here. These bits coming off. Now, and I didn't spend too much time on this because it does take quite a while to get them accurate. Right, okay. So, we're just going to get a cube and make sure you make them smaller, like that. Yeah, that should do. Not gonna get too hung up on doing this, but yeah, you sort of make it the right size. Then get your rotation tool and rotate it. Then move it up. Whoops, move it up. Might make that a little bit smaller, because if you look on this one, if I just get it up, you can see I've done it going outwards, like, so I'll just start to mix it up a bit. I'm going to change the style, but obviously if you wanted it going outwards, you could do, you know, it's up to you, but whatever. And then you want to duplicate that and rotate it straight. So if you hold shift, it keeps it nice and straight, locks, but to be honest, you don't need it that accurate. Well, you probably do, but I'm doing it as a tutorial. So yeah, you can just mess around and get it how you like it. Obviously that looks crap, so I might rotate it inwards like that. And as you can see, it's starting to take a bit of shape. It doesn't look perfect, but it'll do, because I don't really have that much time to spend messing around with it. So yeah, we'll just get these two, Alt-G it, and we'll get these two, Alt-G, oops, drag that into null object. Right, so if you get null object 1, and Control-C, Control-V, rotate them, this one, like, oops, no, hold shift and keep it straight and rotate it round. You want to keep going over 90 degrees. And just position it again like that. I'm starting to think that this doesn't exactly look as good as that other one, but you know, I don't really want to give away how I do everything, because you guys need to think of your own style for this sort of thing. Like if you can maybe change it a little bit or do whatever you want. But I had a few ideas to do with this. I'm not going to give them away because I still might do them for other graphics contests. But I've had a few ideas with this, so I'm sure you'll be able to think of some. I know quite a lot of you guys out there are imaginative, um, especially quite a lot of my subscribers, and I've seen quite a bit of your work. Like when you sent me it, I always look. Well, usually look if I've got the time. And you've all got talent, so. Why I haven't really been uploading much recently is because, well, two things really. Basically, it was my birthday on Saturday. So I'm 16 now. Yeah. And basically, I was just like having a few friends around, uh, having a few drinks, going out and stuff like that. Yeah. So I didn't really have the time then to be doing things. Why is it not? Why is it going all gay? Right, there we go. Yeah, I haven't really had the time to do things then. And the other reason is because, well, I've been playing a bit of Minecraft recently, and uploading like a few of them episodes to my personal channel. I ain't got them all released out yet because I've kept a few private because I like to see like what the video get quite a few likes before I release the next episode. If you get what I mean. It's not because I'm a view whore or a like whore or anything. It's just because I want everyone to see it. So as you can see now, we've got like the claw. So what you do then is you highlight all of that and click Alt G, and it'll group that whole thing. And as you can see on here, I've like got two of them and put them at angles. So if you want, we can do that. Just get the rotation tool and rotate it in like that. Yeah, it really is simple stuff. Like, I know a lot of you like probably wouldn't know how to do this, but I just thought because a few people had asked like how I did it, I thought I may as well release a tutorial. Right. Yeah, and also I've got a bit of a cold, so I won't be. I'm still going to be uploading more than I have been, but I'm going to try and get over this. Right. So we've got two claws coming in now. I'm not going to spend too long on materials because I really can't be bothered. But and I'm sure you all have your own materials, what you can be fiddling around with and doing your own sort of stuff. So I'm just gonna load some materials. Okay, so I'm just gonna load these up. Just gonna have a quick drink while they're doing that. Right, okay. So now it's up to you what sort of materials you use. If you want to use metally ones, use metally ones. But I can't be bothered to go get my metal textures out. So I'm just gonna put this black on. Now, and I know this has a lot less detail than that, but if you want me to go more into depth, I can. But I really can't be bothered to be giving away all of my stuff, my ideas, because I'm giving you the tools. You should be able to be creative and think of something to do with it. And oh yeah, and if you do make anything with it, make sure you leave it as a video response because I'd like to see what you've made with it. It'd be quite nice to see. Like some people actually, watching my tutorials and actually taking the stuff on board to make their own things. So yeah, it'd be really nice to see. And if you do that, I'll comment on it and tell you what I think of it. Yeah, so it'd be nice if you could do that. Right, okay. So I'm just gonna add some light in. Oh God, no, there we go. Yeah, right. Right. See program files. Now then, I have Cinema4D R12, but I have to get my grayscale gorilla from 11.5 because I haven't moved it yet. Library, browser, grayscale gorilla. Right, okay, so I'm going to add a no red softbox and a ring light. Did I add that ring light? No, I didn't. Now I've added two. Oh well. I would have added a studio beforehand, but I want it to be as quick as possible. So right, if we just render that out, and it will take a while. I've just remembered that. As you can see without me going into too much detail that what it's like. You know, it's nothing too fancy. I haven't gone too much into depth with materials. The better materials you add, the better it'll look. Yeah, it's just, you know, whatever sort of materials you've got on what variety of materials you have. So yeah, that's looking pretty nice. And then you can add some text in. I'm not going to bother because, you know, there's no point. You can add light, not lights, like things going around it. I'm not going to go like I said, I'm not going to be going too in depth with this sort of stuff because it's up to your imagination. This is quite an imaginative thing to do. Like you can do a lot of things with this. So I'll leave it to your imagination. I was gonna go doing some editing in Photoshop, but I think it's pretty basic for you guys. I think you'll know the sort of thing what you do in Photoshop. But if you do want me to do any tutorials in Photoshop, I'm running out of ideas because there's not really that much stuff you can do in Photoshop really anymore. A lot of it's been covered, and if you do something that's already been done, you get called unoriginal by trolling faggots. So I tend to stay away from Photoshop now. But if you want to see a Photoshop tutorial, I will do it. But as long as they're not going to be stupid idiots calling me unoriginal or anything like that, I don't mind. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to end it there because I'll have to go soon. So yeah, I will do. Thanks for watching, guys. If there's any other tutorials you want, make sure you comment and tell me, or send me a message or whatever, and also leave us a video response, anything that you make with this, so that I can look at it and comment and maybe give you improvement tips, or maybe, you know, say, you know, that was really good or whatever. If something's good what I see, I always say that it is really good. And, you know, if you make something really good with it, then I'll maybe put you in my sub box for it. And I'd just like to say thanks before I go, because my subs have been increasing really rapidly at the moment. Like, not compared to a lot of big channels, but, you know, they are increasing quite a lot. Like, it doesn't seem 5 minutes since I had 50, and now I have like nearly 300, I think. Let me just check. $277, yeah. So, you know, that's really good. I'm really happy with that. And also, what would you guys think of me doing an in-depth YouTube background tutorial, or an in-depth intro tutorial? I don't know if that'd go down too well. Like, I don't know if many people would watch it, because the background one would probably be about 20 to 25 minutes long, and the intro one would maybe be a bit longer, because I'd go over After Effects, Cinema4D, Sony Vegas, sound effects, plugins, all, basically, every aspect of an intro I would go through, and it would take about 30 minutes, maybe. So, you know, I don't know if many people have watched that. But if you would, comment below. I'd like to see your guys' opinion. I will do whatever you ask for. Seriously, like, whatever you want, I will do it. Oh, sorry about that, my mic just moved. Also, if you would kindly donate to my PayPal, I'm a bit short on money at the moment, and it would be really appreciated. Go away. Yeah. Well, I'm not short on money, sort of at the moment wise, but I'm wanting some money in my PayPal to maybe get a few new tools for my Cinema4D and stuff, which would obviously bring you better tutorials and maybe a couple of giveaways. So, if you would really, it'd be really good if you could donate to my PayPal. If you do want to donate, send me a message and I'll give you my PayPal. Anything from 10p to 10 million pounds or whatever. But yeah, whatever. Anything, I don't mind what it is, as long as because it's nice to see that my videos have been well received. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching and peace.